Title: The Long Road Back. Amelia Torres rushed through the rainy streets of Boston, her heels clicking against the pavement as she tried to keep her coat dry. It was her first day as a marketing consultant for a large tech company, and of course, traffic had made her late. She dashed into the lobby, catching her breath only to hear a voice behind her. "Running a bit late, aren't we?" She turned to see a tall man with hazel eyes and a bemused smile. He wore a tailored suit and exuded calm confidence. "Traffic," she mumbled, flustered. He extended his hand, smiling. "Ian Emerson, you must be Amelia Torres, our new consultant." Her cheeks flushed as she shook his hand. She hadn't expected to meet Ian Emerson, the CEO, right away, and certainly not under these circumstances. She had been caught off guard by his charm, but reminded herself to stay professional. Over the next few months, Amelia and Ian worked closely on projects, often staying late to brainstorm new ideas. Amelia's dedication impressed Ian, and she found herself drawn to his intelligence and warmth. Slowly, their connection deepened, evolving from late-night conversations to lingering glances. One evening, as they wrapped up a project, Ian looked over at her, his gaze softening. "You work harder than anyone I know," he said, admiration in his voice. Amelia shrugged, laughing nervously. "I have big dreams, but you're one to talk. You seem to never stop." He leaned closer, his voice dropping. "You remind me of myself, always striving for more." Before she could respond, he closed the distance between them, their lips meeting in a kiss that felt inevitable, yet surprising. In that moment, Amelia felt as though she'd found something she hadn't even known she was searching for. Their relationship, however, was not easy. Dating a CEO came with scrutiny. Rumors spread through the office, and Amelia could feel her coworkers' judgmental glances. But the hardest challenge came from Ian's father, Charles Emerson, who owned a large share of the company and had strict expectations for Ian. To Charles, Amelia wasn't a suitable partner for his son. She was a distraction from his responsibilities. One evening, Charles invited Amelia to dinner under the guise of a friendly meeting, but his intentions quickly became clear. "Amelia, I understand you and my son have become close," he said, his tone polite yet cold. "But relationships in business can be complicated. Sometimes the most caring thing you can do is to let someone go." Amelia left dinner feeling defeated, unsure if their love could withstand the weight of expectations and judgments around them. Weeks passed and the tension between Ian and Amelia grew. Gossip, family pressure, and the difficulties of balancing work and love became overwhelming. One night, after another argument about their future, Amelia finally broke down. "I can't keep doing this, Ian," she said, her voice cracking. "I feel like I don't belong in your world." Ian tried to reach for her, his eyes full of pain. "Amelia, none of that matters. I love you, and I don't want to lose you." She shook her head, tears streaming down her face. "I love you too, but I can't keep fighting for a place in a world that doesn't want me." In that painful moment, they realized the depth of their love, but also the impossible circumstances surrounding it. They shared a final embrace, and then Amelia walked away, leaving Ian standing alone. Months passed, and Amelia poured herself into her work, trying to move forward. She traveled, took on new projects, and tried to fill the emptiness Ian had left. But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't forget him. Their memories lingered, and she found herself wondering if she had made a mistake in letting him go. Ian, too, struggled. Work felt empty without Amelia, and he found himself going through the motions, haunted by the void she had left. He realized that the pressures of family and business didn't matter without her by his side. On a rainy evening, like the night they first met, Ian appeared at Amelia's doorstep, drenched and unsteady. Her heart raced as she opened the door, shocked to see him there, looking like he'd been through his own storm. "I tried to live without you, Amelia," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "But I can't. I love you, and I'm willing to walk away from everything if it means being with you." Tears filled Amelia's eyes as she took his hand. "I thought I was doing the right thing by leaving, but nothing has felt right without you." In that moment, all the doubts, pressures, and expectations faded. They realized that true love wasn't about fitting into each other's lives perfectly. It was about choosing each other, despite everything. With his love for Amelia stronger than his family's expectations, Ian made a bold decision. He stepped down from his position, started his own company, and created a life on his own terms. Amelia continued her work, supporting him, and they built a life together, free from the constraints of their past. Years later, they returned to Boston, reminiscing about their journey. In the quiet of the evening, Ian proposed to Amelia, not with grand gestures, but with a heartfelt promise of love and partnership. They married in a small ceremony, surrounded by close friends and family, with Charles in attendance. Finally understanding the strength of their love, Ian and Amelia had found each other, lost each other, and returned stronger, knowing that the road to happiness was worth every step. In each other, they'd found not just love, but a bond that had withstood the storms and emerged unbreakable.